I was reading an article it was put out by GLAAD, and it's just in terms of terminology, because it gets confusing. I guess transvestite is considered to be a term you shouldn't really use.
Yes,
transvestite you shouldn't use, and really transgender is, you would say, a transgender male, or it's used as an adjective. You shouldn't say someone has been transgendered, and they don't want you to say sex change operation.
What happens if you're a guy who just likes to wear women's clothing?
That's a transvestite.
You like
female impersonator.
I don't know.
But there are men, listen, there are men, married men, who like to put on women's clothes, or not, a married single. That's a different thing.
That's weird.
But I had a friend, Kate Bornstein, and she was born a male, and she had surgery to become a female, and she is now a lesbian as a grown adult woman, and she's written a brand new book out.
What was she first?
She was a male. She had a transsexual operation, became a woman. She's a woman, Kate Bornstein.
Sexual reassessment surgery.
Reassignment, sure, yes. And she's a gay woman now.
But she was a guy. She was attracted to women in the first place.
But it was the wrong body for her, and she never felt that she was ever a male.
But you can imagine when we're talking about little children, what this means in the schools. There are schools who accept these boys dressed as girls, call them by female names, listed as female. This is something that we've had to deal with. Gay schools now understand two mommies and two daddies. Hooray that they do understand. Now there's a whole new thing they have.
Well, it's not really new. It's just people are finally talking about it, and that little children who grow up feeling different know that there are options. You can be gay and successful. You can be transgendered and survive and be sexual and have a happy life and not have to kill yourself. The suicide rate amongst these gay kids and transgenders is unreal, and that's why the role
in the schools now, especially online, they're getting bullied through cyberspace. It's
and so I think it's great of all my children. Jeffrey Carlson is playing a man who's actually transgendered, and he's going to talk about that. He's a great actor, Juilliard graduate. He was on Broadway, and he was the star of Taboo. My musical. Yes. So we're going to talk all about that. We have a great show today, and the cutest man alive, James Brolin, married to who? Oh, I don't remember. We'll be on right after this. Don't go away. On All My Children as the first transgender character in Pine Valley. Please welcome my friend and Broadway star, Jeffrey Carlson.
I'm good. I'm overwhelmed.
Are you? How are you liking Pine Valley?
I love Pine Valley. I look forward to going to work every day.
Now, I know as a Broadway actor, you probably don't get to watch soaps a lot because you're usually asleep until after 12, right?
You have to pull in late hours.
2. Yeah.
Right? You're up all the time. Now, how's Czar fitting into Pine Valley exactly? Because he's going from male to female. He's this rock star. How's it all working out?
A couple of months ago, well, actually during the summer, I was asked by All My Children to come on and play this eccentric rock star.
Yes.
And I said, oh, why not? It was for a day. I have experience with that.
That's right. He played Marilyn in the Taboo musical about Boy George's life.
Musical.
Yes, indeed.
Anyway.
And a few months later, they called and said we would like to write this character onto the show. Julie Carruthers, our executive producer, had me in for a meeting, and she said, I want to pitch this story to you and see if you're comfortable. And I said, I'm comfortable with most things. And she said, this is going to be, we're looking to tell a transgender story.
Yes.
And actually the journey, the coming out.
You are a man named Czar who feels in his mind that he is a woman and he is transgendered to become Zoe.
Yes.
Right.
She will be Zoe.
From when she was very little, I prefer to use the pronoun she, she knew there was something different about her in terms of from childhood, in terms of identifying as a girl, born biologically male, due to dealings with the community, her parents, what's considered normal.
Right.
She had to push all that away, ran away, reinvented herself.
How did you start? You look sort of like did you dive into like educational sort of resources
from my very
to
first
learn
day,
this?
GLAAD, the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, came and spoke to myself and Eden Regal and the writers and the producers and gave us an education, really, on
so few
how to be
people
respectful.
understand.
So few people.
I mean, does the character, your character, have an operation? How do they show this surgical change, if indeed they do?
Well, the important thing is the journey and the coming out process. We're not going to jump to surgery. Many transgender people don't go for the operation. That's not what it's about.
Right.
It's about being
That's
able to
another thing
identify.
people don't understand.
Yeah, a lot of people don't have the money. It's very costly to have those kind of sexual alteration surgery, sexual reassignment surgery, it's called, and it's very expensive.
And
a lot
it's
of
painful, I think, too.
Yes, and a lot of
series
people.
of surgeries.
It's a series, right? Choose not to ever do that.
There's a lot of you have to take hormones as well, don't you?
Yes, you
And
have
it
to
goes
live
both
for a couple
ways.
years
Yeah.
in the world as the opposite biological gender you were born, or as the gender you identify with.
In playing the part, are the other people on the show supposed to be understanding, sympathetic, or are they, angry about it? What is the relationship with on All My Children?
It's exactly as probably our world would see it. They respond according to what they accept and what they know. People do get angry. We talk a lot about placing the blame on a stranger, B, on someone that they don't understand. I'm learning new stuff every day, and we're just filming those episodes right now, where Zoe decides to tell the world that she's herself, and it takes her a long time, possibly 25 to 30 years of her life, to have the courage.
Is she involved in relationships right now that you can talk about?
Yes, I can talk about it. She falls instantly in love with Bianca, the lesbian character on the show.
Erica Kane's daughter?
Yeah,
Yes,
Eden.
Eden Regal.
Eden Regal, wonderful performer, singer, plays a young lesbian on that show, and his character falls in love with her right away when they meet, when he is dressed as a man, and continues to love her all through his transgender announcement.
But the interesting thing is,
It's like the case you were talking about this morning.
Like Kate Bornstein, right?
Yes.
Which Jeffrey told me he's read her books and
Yes.
used her books as research.
Zoe is a woman who loves women. And it's the variety of questions that I get asked, like, why doesn't she just say a man? That's not the point.
Right.
Well, she's a woman who loves women who love women, not a woman who loves a man.
She's a transgendered woman who identifies as a lesbian.
Right.
That's right.
So she wants a woman who wants a woman, not a woman
Yes,
who
exactly.
wants a man.
Exactly.
Well, you're wonderful.
You are wonderful. It's a wonderful storyline, and I think kudos to All My Children for doing it. And Jeffrey Carlson, you're a superstar. From the day I met you, look at that face. Come on, ladies. Look at that face. It's on ABC. Go see it. And the Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS ABC Daytime is performing on February 25th.
Right, and we will be there, all be there.
We will all be there. Jeffrey Carlson will be right back after this.